think that there was a lot of things that happened. It was a tough environment, and I think overall, Gracie played in goal for us, and she had some tremendous saves. She did an excellent job. I think as a team, it's not that we played poorly. We just, weren't able to finish our chances, and they got the one chance late in the game, and they put it away, and that was the difference. So it was a pretty frustrating game, but I said to the team afterwards, we played well, we stuck to the game plan, and I was proud of how they acted on the field. We had to play down for a while, and they had to obviously make some adjustments. They had to step it up to have one less player on the field, and they did a good job with that. So I think leading into Friday's game, we really talked hard about the game plan and what we needed to do against Ferris, and I thought actually we executed it well, minus a couple little mistakes that cost us goals. And overall, I thought we were pretty evenly matched, and we got better as the game went on. That second half, I definitely think we were just as good as them, and at times even better than them. And so it's hard to walk away doing things so well. But again, our lapses kind of cost us, so we've got to clean that up. I think they're feeling fine. Again, Ferris is a good team, and we competed with them. We were there with them, and I think actually we felt proud of our performance, where I think they got a little bit frustrated that second half when we were really coming down on them, and so I think as our players walked away from that, there was a sense of hope and pride, and I don't think anybody was like, oh my gosh, the world is ending. I think they felt pretty strongly that, we didn't win this game, but we know we're capable of more than we maybe showed on Friday or in the past game. So I think that, they're doing a good job to bounce back. And this coming week against Northern, we've got a long week, just one game. So I think there's a lot of opportunities to work on some things that we need to tend to. Mm-hmm. I think it's just, we make some mistakes, and unfortunately for us, teams have been able to capitalize on them. It's the same thing as we get those same opportunities, and we're not scoring them. But the other team did, and it put us, obviously scrambling to try to get out of a hole. So I think that overall, it's not a formation thing. It's not a personnel thing. It's just that, every once in a while we make a mistake that costs us. I don't know that I could put it any better way. It's not a single player's fault. It's just you have a little bit of a breakdown, and they've been able to capitalize on it. And when that happens for us, we need to capitalize more on it. Northern, they're kind of struggling too. They're having the same results, and they got beat up pretty good by Ferris, and then had another one against Northern that they lost. They returned some key players from last year, so you can't overlook a team like that. They've got Carolyn Hallinan in the middle. She's been a big player for them since she's been there, and so obviously we got to make sure we're shutting her down. But they also have other players who can't focus solely on one thing. We've watched a lot of film on them. We think we know what we should expect from them, and I think it's gonna. Anytime you have a rivalry like that, the game is just that much more intense, and any team. You have to show up, and I think for our team, it's just we kind of know what to expect from them, but we've got to make sure that we're able to really execute what our team needs to do to be able to take that away from them. Having just the one game on Sunday, it does give us a chance to, I think, we plan on working the players pretty hard the next couple of days, because we do have a longer stretch before we have to play again. So I think, still trying to, throughout the season, we still want to make sure we're working on our fitness and our quickness, speed. So that's something that will hit early and kind of fade into more tactical things as the week goes on. But I think, it's nice to finally be home and to know that we're going to be home for a while, for 5 games. I think the players, too, will be excited about that. And obviously with all the activities going on this weekend, I think there'll be some, great support from the fans. So we're really looking forward to that. And especially because we're coming off some losses, I think a win would really, set us back in the right direction, both mentally, mostly mentally, I think, just to kind of, okay, we're good, we're going somewhere. So, and we've got, next weekend will be a tough weekend as well. There's no easy competition in our conference. So, but again, I think, home field advantage, we get to sleep in our own beds. We've got our fans there. I think all those things lend themselves for us to have a solid performance with support around us.